Today we will study a very strange Roblox channel, and it seems to attract anomalies. Just when you go to follow the situation in his video, you will immediately understand my words, and all this will be really creepy. Well, before the video starts, I ask you to subscribe to my channel and of course put your like. For me, this is a huge motivation to shoot even more interesting videos. And in the comments, write your theories and opinions about what will happen today, because there will be a lot of anomalies, and we will try to figure it all out, so I hope for your support. And we move on to the video from this strange author. The first video looks like this. Some eye with wings appears and takes the main character, and that's it, the video ends. Nothing else happens at all, so we move on to the next video to understand what kind of creature it is. Although the next video won't tell us anything because it's literally the same thing, only now this eye appears from the grave. The first video was called Nothing, absolutely nothing, but the second one is called House. Perhaps the grave is the home of this creature. The next video also doesn't give much information, there's just some person setting the house on fire. The next video is already more interesting, we all know it, it's the story of the whistle, about a creature that appears in front of players and takes them. It seems that after the appearance of that eye, all these anomalies began to appear. In this video, the main character just runs around an empty map with one single house. And as usually happens in such videos, absolutely nothing happens at the beginning. There is not even sound in this video. The most interesting part begins at the end because there is a whistle, and it appears suddenly. The player runs back and forth and then notices a black entity on the edge of the map, runs towards it, and this happens. Yes, this is a typical story with the whistle monster. There's nothing unusual here either. Although it may sound strange, but yes it is. The first creature is Whistle. Let's now move on to the next videos because the anomalies will start to appear more and more, and they will be different. The next video is called Free Robux, Go Through Parkour and Get Them for Free. And what do you think? The main character, of course, fell for this bait. He began to go through parkour, jumped, and for a very long time, the video lasts about a minute and a half, although there is absolutely nothing to go through here. In the end, he gets to the finish line, runs there to get everything for free, and for some reason stops. He thought about something, but then decided to come closer and then press the button, and something incomprehensible happens. Everything begins to distort. And then an error appears that the extortionist was detected, and it was removed. At the end, some creature of an incomprehensible shape appears. I don't even know how to explain it. But it seems that the main character didn't manage to get out. Someone took him. But apparently they took him for a short time because there are other videos in which anomalies also occur. It turns out that this is the third anomaly. The first anomaly was an eye with wings. Perhaps this is some kind of monster that provoked the appearance of other anomalous monsters. So far, the plot in my head is exactly like this. An eye, then a whistle, and then this creature that destroys those who want to get something for free. Yes, the main character still managed to get out of this trap, and now he enters a mode that is ordinary construction. You develop, buy buildings, improve them, and you all know such modes. In general, nothing new for you, nothing unusual happens. Of course, all the most interesting things will start to happen at the very end. The player wants to buy some building, but then he is teleported somewhere to a very dark and foggy location. He starts looking around there and runs from side to side to understand what is going on. He runs like this for about 30 seconds until everything changes. The location changes, becomes some kind of purple, and then an unknown creature appears. Moreover, it appears literally for half a second. The player is immediately thrown out, and at the end, some strange picture with a ghost appears. Literally another anomaly haunts the player. Wherever he goes, wherever he wants to go to play, he will be haunted by horror. You even feel sorry for the player. Well, his fate is not easy. The next video is also no different from the previous one. He will be haunted by anomalies. Here he entered the mode about the pig from which he needs to hide. It is immediately obvious that everything looks incomprehensible somehow. Everything is somehow distorted. Also, the main character himself is distorted. His skin has changed. He has some kind of scary eyes. Literally, everything crushes itself with some kind of reddish atmosphere of horror, and then he meets the pig itself, but it looks somehow different. Its body has changed, its face is deformed, its eyes are changed. It looks more like some kind of monster. In these frames, you can clearly see what kind of creature it is. It is simply terrible. But the player manages to escape from it, as if he literally has not played with this monster for the first time. Well, we can't find out. In the end, the player loses, he runs into some corner, the creature destroys him, and everything freezes, and then this monster doubles. As if he had already appeared not in the game, but in the main character's device. I don't know why this player continues to play Roblox at all, to be honest. After the first appearance of some creature, I would probably just delete Roblox and forget about it. I would never remember and download it again, but he doesn't care, he plays more and more, and this is not the last video. He has already encountered many anomalies, and there are still 3 videos left. Let's find out what will happen there. The next video is called My Child. There, the main character enters some mode in Roblox. To be honest, I don't know what mode it is, but perhaps you can write about it in the comments. Or he created this mode himself and is just going through it. To be honest, I don't know here. He shows his child, shows his family, and then goes to other rooms. And he does not go through any puzzles, he just walks from side to side, enters a room, goes out, shows a child, goes back out, goes back in, looks at the TV, which shows nothing. He's doing something absolutely crazy. I don't understand what he's doing, and I don't think you do either. He's walking around, looking at the pictures that are hanging here, and they're kind of weird, but eventually he appears in an unknown place and wonders where he is. This is an endless corridor. This is no longer his home. This is something anomalous, because anomalies are haunting him. In the end, he's somehow teleported back. He looks around and realizes that his child is no longer in his room. He's very angry about this. Then he's teleported back to the distorted corridor. It wasn't distorted before, but now it has changed. And along the way, he keeps asking, "Where is my child?" He walks through this labyrinth and asks himself this question. After 10 minutes of walking through the labyrinth, he finally finds him. But it's a ghost. Yes, the intensity of all sorts of anomalies continues. This time you saw it. I don't even know what to call it. Let's just call it a ghost. In the end, we have 2 videos left, and it looks like the next one is the final one, and after this video there will be some other story, but we'll watch it anyway. We're going back to this eye with wings again. The inscription appears, "You behaved badly, you communicated badly with them. The evidence will disappear. Get this fire." At the end, the main character pours gasoline on this monster and all the anomalies apparently stop. After all, the next video is not connected with Roblox at all. It's a walkthrough of the Minecraft game with scary mods. Yes, there will also be anomalies there, but apparently the story with Roblox ended with the destruction of this eye, which is to blame for everything. It is the ending of this story that proves my theory that this eye is to blame for everything. First, it crawled out of the grave, then began to haunt the main character. He even burned down his apartment to get rid of the monster, but apparently it didn't work out. And further in the story, he seemed to be trying to close his grief by playing Roblox, but it was there that he began to be pursued by more and more monsters. First, it was Whistle, one of the most famous monsters. He appeared first, perhaps it was even obvious. Then an incomprehensible monster appeared who wanted to take the main character. He did not succeed. Then the main character went to the usual good mode, where he wanted to upgrade his buildings, but a monster appeared there too. And already in the next video, the main character went crazy. He began to see the world somehow strangely. His skin itself changed, his eyes filled with blood. And the subsequent story, it is possible that this is his past, about his family. But here I cannot say for sure because I have not seen this mode. Perhaps he created it himself, or such a thing exists, and this is just a separate story that he wanted to play. Therefore, write in the comments if you know anything about this mode, so that I can simply confirm in my head. Is this the story of the main character, or is this a story just from the game? In the end, he managed to defeat this monster, he burned it, and it seems to be a happy ending. I think that this is where the video should end. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, write your theories in the comments, and of course, put your like. Thank you very much for watching, and bye-bye.